Good evening, everybody. Dr. Glow here with Black Girl Everything. I haven't said that in so long. This is like the first episode of season 5. And it's you. Get excited, get excited, get excited. So I am so happy to be here today for this interview. I haven't done many expos in so long, but this is a special one because we have the beautiful Farrah LaRaé with us today. I love her name. It kind of rolls off your tongue. It's like, yes. It's so dope. Right? And she is one of the first people who actually committed to doing the Winners Conference. So today we're doing things a little bit different. We're going to learn a little bit about her organization, what she has going on, and why you want to come out on April the 22nd to hear more. So Farrah, tell everybody where you're from and the name of your business, like what's going on.
Yes. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. I love Black Girl Everything and all of the incredible things that you guys do. So thank you. I'm honored to be here. But yes, my name is Farrah LaRaé. I am based in Houston, Texas. I am a 2-time podcast host, an author, a serial entrepreneur, a mom. That's a full-time job in itself. And a business and brand coach. So I work with women in business specifically to help refine their businesses and their brands, whether that be looking at their website and doing an audit there, or just sitting with them doing one-on-one coaching to address their specific needs, or doing their social media, you name it. It's an all-in type of thing that I do with that. So yeah, I love working with women. I love inspiring women. And so just even being able to connect with you I found a lot of synergy there, because I'm like, wow, we have the same passion to really inspire and help women. So yes.
Yeah. And I think that's really cool, especially because we can meet on the same platform and within the same space and work together. And I love that idea of collaboration, because people is like, oh, but you guys can do the same thing. We're 2 totally different people who have the same vision.
Yeah.
But we do it 2 different ways. So working with me or working with you can just be just as beneficial for anybody, get a much wider view or perspective on how to look at things. So I was so excited to meet you. And see your work and everything else, especially with the Elite Society, because I think that's a really cool name.
Thank you.
Name things very, very well. So tell people a little bit about that and what started you with this journey.
So, okay, in order to make it make sense, I kind of have to go to the beginning. So I went to college. I graduated at 15, started college at 16 years old, and I had no idea what I wanted to do. I knew that I wanted to sing, and I knew I wanted to own a business of some sort, but I didn't know specifically what that was. And so I went to school for business, which is the natural pursuit, right? We're like, I'm going to go to school for business administration, business management, whatever. And so it got to the point in my term where I had to start taking on all these math classes. And I was like, look, this ain't for me. Like, these numbers, they're not making sense. If it's not making dollars, it's not making sense. Like, I don't know. And so I sat with my dad and I told him, I was like, I'm about to drop out. And, sorry for all the hard work that y'all put in, but I'm out. And he was like, look into public relations. He was like, look into that. See what it means to be a publicist. And if you like that, then maybe just change your major. And if not, we'll figure something else out. So I did some research. I learned about being a publicist and what it looks like. And I'm like, hold on, I'm already low key doing this. I was already networking heavy in school. I was putting people together like, hey, you guys do this, you do that. You guys would be great friends, like building friendships and building business relationships and all this stuff. And I was like, that's like my natural flow of influence. And so I fell in love, changed my degree to PR and marketing. And right out of college, I started my firm. Doing that, I was doing graphic design, web design. I was designing menus for local restaurants. I was working with nonprofits in the community, doing all kinds of stuff. Like any industry, I've probably touched it. Okay, like, and I mean that. But I've worked with a lot of different people in that space. But I was doing PR. And the last few years, I started to notice that the people that were coming to me that were small businesses, they wanted public relations, right? Which is where I'm either securing them interviews or media, getting them in magazines, articles, whatever, podcasts even. But I had a lot of people coming to me that had a great mission, they had a great vision, but their brand was kind of off. Like, I'm like, I cannot stand by and watch your name go out into the wind. And when people come to you, they're not staying or subscribing because the image of the brand isn't all the way there. Maybe the logo was blurry, or it's just like really tiny and you can't see it, or, maybe the verbiage wasn't conveying the exact message. And so what I did was incorporate this image refinement piece into my PR and marketing firm. So I'm like, maybe you need, some refining. We come in and we'll do that. With that, then I had people coming like, okay, well, can you just coach me in my business? And I'm like, hold on, That is not what this is. So like, why not start something, i.e. the Elite Society, where I do that business coaching, where I can actually sit with people. And I wanted to really like niche down and make it for the girls and do all pink everything. And we have graduations and just pink experiences and pink events and just do the thing for the girls, right? And so then I created the Elite Society. And last year we embarked on this 12-city tour called the Women in Business Meetup, which is how Dr. Glow and I met. And we went around to New York, Atlanta, LA, Chicago, Houston, Dallas, you name it, we went everywhere. And we just created this safe space for female entrepreneurs that are like-minded to come together and connect and collaborate. There's another thing I found while now I'm doing the business coaching, women are saying after my coaching sessions, my virtual coaching sessions, I wish there were women like you in my city. And I'm like, hold on, there are, you just don't know they exist. Exactly. So I was like, why not facilitate this safe space where women can connect and collaborate to learn and grow? And, you know, like you said, we're all coexisting. You're doing your thing, I'm doing my thing, but we can collaborate. We can have those important conversations because maybe our friends and family don't always understand the sphere of entrepreneurship or what you're doing, but you have now a new girlfriend that you've met at the Elite Society that will help you to grow and just continue flourishing in your purpose.
That was a mouthful, but thank you. I love it. You know what it is. So when you're able to speak like that, you mean it. And people's like, I don't know what to say. Just open your mouth. If nothing comes out, you ain't got much to say, right? But you have a lot to say. So you obviously mean every word of it. So I just find it's cool that you came from a strong actual family background too. I can hear there. Your parents were there, they were supportive, and they gave you the tools and the opportunity to make choices. Now, for individuals who don't have those type of choices, what are some of the things that you would suggest for them as they're trying to find their passion throughout their movement of what they're trying to be?
Yeah, I want to first start by saying that my parents, although they gave us the opportunity to make choices, they also guided us like arrows. You know, they would say, well, here's what's going to be on the other side of that, you know, if you make this decision. And they kind of helped us to have this new perspective instead of just being like, well, go figure it out. You know, they really kind of talked us through it. And I really appreciate that because I'm able to do that now with my baby and with my friends and with my colleagues and, you know, my students and things like that. But for people who maybe don't have that same thing, you have to surround yourself with who you want to be, right? You have to surround yourself with people who either are where you are and want to excel or are where you want to be. They're in the place that you want to go. So these type of people will help you to develop those sorts of mindsets where it's like, you're not just thinking for the here and now, but you're thinking about the longevity of your life, your business, your education, your family. So you have to, and I know it sounds, it's a lot easier said than done, but when you're a part of communities like Black Girl Everything or the Elite Society or whatever other group that you subscribe to, you got to just kind of put yourself out there. I always say like social media is a great place to meet like-minded people, but you have to put yourself out there. You have to, it's almost like high school. You have to walk up to someone and introduce yourself and get to know them. So social media is a really great place to do stuff like that, connecting with people who are like-minded, who are succeeding or want to succeed, want to do better, and they have different conversations instead of just, you're not good enough, you'll never be able to, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, I tell people all the time that your net worth is determined by your network. Yes. And it's like the whole thing about Black Girl Everything is about connecting the dots, right? And that's why I was like, when I landed you, I was like, oh my God, she's a major dot. I told my wife, I was like, oh my God, she's a major dot. Like I'm going to the city, I'm going to her event because I want to connect to her. I want to be next to her. I want to like be able to work together. Now, as we moved on from that event, now we're here and we're doing something else together, right? And that's a powerful thing about it, about making those connections and putting yourself out there and reaching out to people and say like, yo, hey, how are you? Like, you know, I've reached out to Pinky. Like I did. I'm like, Pinky, you want to do my event? She said, yeah, this is the bill. I said, I can't afford that yet. But I know the email for when I can, you know
what we're working towards.
Yeah, I got goals out here. But it's just like, you just can't be scared to just open up because you never know what's going to be on the other side of those opportunities, right? And then all of our lives shift. Like when I started Black Girl Everything, I didn't expect it to be what it is right now. You could not tell me it was going to be this. It was something, I'm going to do an event. And now look what it is. It's a whole enterprise, right? So it's just like people need to take that chance. And that's what moving with the whole winning mentality is about, knowing if you keep pushing forward, you have the possibility of winning and what that may look like. So as you go into, as we get to closer to weeks of the Getting Closer to the event, we're almost about 6 weeks out from it. What can people kind of expect from you in that space?
Oh my gosh, I'm so thrilled, y'all. We're going to be talking about all things entrepreneurship. We're going to be talking about winning. We're going to be talking about having a winning mentality, because I always preach this to no matter who it is, to myself, to my friends, to my students. It starts in the mind. And if
Mhm.
your mind, my dad calls it stinking thinking. If you have stinking thinking, right, you're only going to ever be able to achieve as much as you do in your mind. You
Yeah.
can be the most successful multi-billionaire in the world. But if your
Mhm.
mind still is telling you that you're not capable, if your mind, which by the way, you're not going to probably going to get to that status with that type of mindset anyway. But
Not at all.
the point is, regardless of how successful you are or how many people are around you, whether you're not married or not, whether you have family or not, if your mind is trash, then that's where your whole life is going to reflect that. So we're going to talk about having a winning mentality. We're going to talk about what you speak and the words that you speak over your life, the words that you speak
Mhm.
over your business and how that affects you. We're going to talk about social media, how to use social media. I'm glad that we actually brought it up today, because we're going to be talking about networking and collaborating and how collaboration is key. We cannot be afraid to collaborate in business because we need each other. Like they say, it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to raise a business and to create
It
something
does.
that's going to
Yep.
outlive us. So these are just some
Mhm.
of the things that we can expect in the coming weeks during the Winners Conference.
Yeah, you said to outlive us. My whole Monday check-in yesterday was all about that. It was
Really?
about, are you establishing a business or a lifestyle that's going to outlive you?
Yeah.
Like literally yesterday, that's what I was talking about. Because people,
Right?
they create these
What
businesses.
a
I'm telling you, we
course.
always winning all the time. Like people will be sitting here and they create these businesses and these experiences. It's like, yo, so when you're gone, what's going to happen to it?
Yep.
Like what is the mission? How is it going to be empowered? How is it going to keep on moving to keep on empowering other people past us, right? How is it going to, like my daughter, our daughters are the same age, about 3, right?
Mhm.
So it's like when they're 23, are they still going to be able to exist within our mission and see our mission still thriving? And
Yes.
that's my goal, the longevity of it and how it's going to change and transform into that space and just keep on existing. Like the Elite Society, Black Girl Everything, things that are going to be around forever. You know, not something that's here because, oh, I like the idea and I'm working it, I'm here with
Right.
it, but how is it going to keep on going? Right. And that's a cool thing. So as you being a serial entrepreneur, as you love to call yourself, you have dropped a new product,
Yes.
line of a business. Please talk all about that and let us know what shifted you there in the first place.
Listen, first of all, I'm gonna show y'all, because I actually do have the product here. We were doing a photo shoot a little bit ago, but Larae Skin is one of my newest passion projects, my new baby. As you can see, I have facial cleanser, we've got toner, we've got hair, skin, and nail oil. There you go. We got the whole 9, baby. We got moisturizer, we've got exfoliator, we've got bar soaps. We're in this thing, okay? So shop Larae Skin. I'm gonna have to give Dr. Glow a code where she can get some affiliate, link and all that going. We'll do that. But Larae Skin is one of my newest babies. This is something that I actually started developing when I was pregnant, because prior to my pregnancy, I had like decent skin, right? And people would be like, "What do you do?" And I'm like, "I use Dove soap and water," and that was my genuine skincare routine. I never had to develop one. And so when I
Yeah.
got pregnant, my skin was like, my whole body obviously was like, hold on, sis, you need to start like being a little bit more proactive about some things. And so that was when I first really started diving into the world of skincare and understanding like what chemicals work together and things like that. And so I made a friend. I actually went to an event that she was hosting. Her name is Heather Mariana. And she is a beauty brand owner. And so
Okay.
I went and we talked a little bit, and she's like, "Do you want to start your own line?" And I'm like, "Slow down, sis. Like, let me think about this, let me process." And so we stayed friends and we stayed in contact. She would always just send me samples and be like, "Do you like this? Do you like that?" And so she gave me like this really dope opportunity to create my own products and decide like what I wanted in it, what I didn't want, what was working for me as a Black woman. She's not Black. She loves Black people, though. She'll never end a day without telling you that. But as a Black woman, there's certain things that work for my skin that,
Yeah.
that don't, and vice versa. And so I just really took the time to really develop this over the course of 2 years. And we finally dropped in January. And I'm absolutely in love with it. And our whole goal is really to just inspire from the inside out, right? So we say that it's a deeper than skin, meaning it's not just, Larae Skin is not here to make you prettier. It's not here to make you feel good about yourself because of a superficial reason, but we have scriptures on the back of our bottles that just remind you of how beautiful you are from the inside out, that you're fearfully and wonderfully made. And we also have affirmations. So when you're doing your skincare, we encourage you to look in the mirror and tell yourself how beautiful you are. Compliment yourself. Sometimes I'm like, girl, I love your smile. I love your eyes. Like, you got to talk to yourself and remind yourself of how beautiful you are. So that is all things Larae Skin. You can go to laraeskin.com, but just wait. I'm gonna give Dr. Glow a code so that y'all can actually use her link and be able to filter through that. But yeah, so that's Larae Skin in a nutshell.
Yeah, I'm just really excited to try out the products.
Yes.
Yeah, I love my chocolate skin over here, so I've been trying to really take care of it.
Great.
And so I'm just really selective about what I use, especially now as I'm, aging like fine wine over here. I just don't pick up anything and use because it changes, it shifts, and you're like, oh no, it's not necessarily working for me, right? So everything definitely shifts as we get older. So talk to me, so what are some of the things that you enjoy? What are your hobbies? Let's talk simple here.
Yes, I love everything in life. So I love nature walks, although I can't have them right this second. I love going out in nature. I love taking walks. I love watching TV and eating popcorn. I love trying new things, whether that's painting or poetry. I love to sing and write. That's something I'm constantly doing. Like, I just find some music or create music and I sing and I write. I love chatting, in case you couldn't tell. So I love picking up the phone and phoning a friend, talking to people. I love creating. That's just something I'm naturally good at, something that naturally comes to me. So whether it's writing a new book, I'm actually working on one now. I just released a book back in 2020. I'm working on my second book now. So I love to write. I love to go try new restaurants and go drink boba tea and go to tea houses and coffee. And I just love life. Like, I'm open to trying things out in life. And I love that. I like to explore. I love being at home though. I will sit at home and I will do nothing but sit at home if you let me. But if you're like, let's go, I'm like, all right, fine, let's go somewhere. So I enjoy life.
Well, it sounds like, because, I asked this question because people think as an entrepreneur, oh, I can't have hobbies. I can't do what I enjoy because it's all about business, business, business. It can't be. No. It can't be. You have to continue to live, because that's the only way you're going to be able to function and do all the things that you do. Because people look at me as like, you run this school, you run that school, you run Black Girl Everything, you have a family, you travel, you do this and you do that. I'm like, I have hella fun. My life is full.
Yeah.
And I go to the gym 4 days a week with my father. Like, seriously, I find time to do things and to engage and to connect with people and all that other stuff. So I like for other people to hear that you're successful and you're doing really well and you're passionate about your businesses, but you also still keep hobbies and live a life. Because I think that's more so important, is for people to maintain your life and what that be. It's like, don't get in a relationship with your business and forget about what you like to do before.
It's just like a real relationship, right?
Exactly.
Life. You still have to be an individual and be who you are.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. So how can people find you? Because I'm not giving them any more information about you, because they need to come to the Winners Conference on April 22nd to meet you in person in one of your groups, because you obviously have a lot to say to people and a lot to share during our panel and everything else. So please tell people how they can find you and they can start following you and purchase your products. Well, purchase your products, you can give me my link. So I'm gonna send that out via my email and all my social media. Boom. It's gonna be out there. But for you, tell me about your podcast, like to learn more about you and your brand. Where can they go?
So across all social platforms, I'm at It's Farrah LaRaé. So ITS Farrah LaRaé. And then my podcast, I have two actually. One is called Boss Babe Life Hacks. We actually just dropped a new episode today. Every Tuesday and Thursday, we have a new podcast episode where I'm interviewing a female entrepreneur who is talking about her successes, her wins, her losses, and offering life hacks and tips on how you can succeed as a boss. And then my other one is called Enjoy Your Life. That one is faith-based. So I typically do like Bible studies over there. I interview like gospel artists and Christian artists and preachers and stuff like that to just talk about how to live a good life from a practical standpoint through the word of God. So that's that. And you can go, again, we're going to give Dr. Glow the Larae Skin link so y'all can shop through her link. And but at It's Farrah LaRaé, I'm on YouTube, Pinterest, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, wherever you're at, I'm probably there. I don't have a Twitch, but anywhere else you can find me at.
Yeah, I think that's still for young folks.
Yeah. But we better find out, because if it does what TikTok did during the pandemic, we're gonna be way behind. So we need to figure that out.
I know. I might have to start to set up an account and just make it just so I exist there.
Exactly. Get some seniority in there.
Yeah, I've been around for a while. Never use it, but I'm there.
Exactly.
That's definitely dope. That's definitely dope. So I'm so excited to talk to you more at the conference and to share more of your insight, and honestly to figure out how we're going to continue to collaborate, because this is a lifelong sisterhood and partnership of collaboration. And I'm excited to see the work that we're going to produce. And we know, especially when I come out to Houston to come hang out.
Come on. Oh my gosh. Can I say something real quick for anybody who's pulling up in Houston? My family is actually opening up a coffee shop, but there's a twist to it. So we have coffee, tea, and boba. I'm actually here now. We also do DVD rentals. So you can see, this is one of the shelves. It's actually a giant place, but this is one of the shelves with DVD rentals. And we have a selfie museum it's a nostalgic movie themed selfie museum. So think like wax museum, but like selfie museum. We've got props, we've got movie posters, we've got all kinds of stuff that remind you of some of your favorite movies. We've got Wizard of Oz, Cat in the Hat, Star Wars, Marvel movies, all kinds of stuff. So if you're ever in Houston, pull up to the Wynn Network Plus.
I didn't know about that.
I know.
You're so sneaky. I love it though. So now you give me a reason to come to Houston. The flights from New York ain't nothing. So I'm gonna have to hop on a plane and come out there and check them things out.
Yes, come hang out with us. The grand opening is May 19th.
May 19th?
On May 19th, yeah.
Okay.
Come see us.
I can't make the grand opening.
Well, just come anytime after that. Anytime after that.
I'm gonna go downstairs. Okay, so we're gonna find some flights to Houston. Why are you going to Houston? Because I gotta go to a coffee shop. Yes. Yes, I'm gonna fly to Houston. That's the way I love it. Don't let me find a good flight out of here. I will go all the way out there just to come to a coffee shop.
I love it.
Why else not? You know,
better
live a little bit out here. Have fun.
Better. Come pull up.
Definitely. So Farrah, thank you so much for your time. Facebook, thank you all. Please, you can visit the Black Girl Everything website. The Winners Conference information is right on the front page. You click on that and you actually go right direct to the event website page, and you can find out more information about Farrah, information to follow her, and also the other speakers who are participating. Look forward for the next 4 weeks. We'll be meeting every single Tuesday at 8 o'clock with all the other speakers. So you can get a kind of snapshot of who's going to be in the space. Purchase your tickets today. It's going to be an amazing time. Super duper excited, and you don't want to miss it. All right, until next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.